Hello, my learners. You're welcome once again to another lesson on mathematics. We're going to talk about single transformation and it's about reflection. Our main objectives, what we want to learn after the lesson. So, to draw image of a triangle in a given mirror line. To draw image of a triangle in a given mirror line. And the line, so we say that the given mirror line, we call it line of reflection. We call it line of reflection. Yeah. What we want to do is what? X equal to 0. The given mirror line we are going to use is x equal to 0 and then y equal to 0. When we say x equal to 0, then we mean we're going to use the mirror line y-axis. So y-axis mirror line, y-axis mirror line. And when we are using y equal to 0, we are going to use the mirror line x-axis. So that's x-axis mirror line. Okay, so we're going to talk about these two. Previously we learned about this, but we want to just repeat it again. We want to go over, okay? We want to go over. When we say reflection, we said that reflection is what? Just maybe using the mirror. When you use the mirror, you see your image in the mirror. You see the image in the mirror. So we are going to use the axis we have mentioned to be our mirror. Okay, to be our mirror. So when we say y-axis, we are using the y-axis as our mirror. When we say x-axis, that means we are using x-axis as our what? Our mirror. Okay, to transform the image. To transform the image. So looking at this object, when this object is here, okay, when this object is here, and I'm going to transform this image or reflect this image using the mirror line at y-axis. Using the mirror line y-axis. Then my image will be reflecting here. When I'm using the mirror line here, let's say there's a mirror here. My image will be showing here. Okay, my image will be showing here. When the image shows here, then that means this one you'll be seeing it here. Though the image will be here, but you'll also be seeing it here. That is what we call the reflection. So it's reflecting, this object is reflecting at this side. When I'm using this line of reflection, when I'm using the y-axis as what? The mirror line. Another one, when this image is here, okay, and you are using this axis, the x-axis, as our mirror line, you see that this image will be here, alright, but because the mirror is here, it's being put here, what will happen? This object here will be showing here. This object here will be showing here. When this object is showing here, then we see that the image is what? The image becomes what? The image of the object. The image of the object. So the object can be here, it can come here, it can be showing here using the mirror line, this line, x-axis. It can also be showing here using the mirror line, y-axis. Okay? Using the mirror line, y-axis. Now we said we want to be able to draw the image of a triangle. So first of all, let's draw a triangle. Let's draw a triangle at one side and then use one of the axes to reflect it. Okay? So now let's draw let's say our image is here. We are using our image is here. And this is -1 coordinates. So let's say this is, let's make it to be A. Then here B. And here you can see. So let's now draw, join the points. Let's join the point. We have joined the point. So join the point, you have formed a triangle. Okay, you have formed a triangle. So if this triangle is here, right? This triangle is at this side. We are going to use the mirror line x equal to 0. I said when I'm using the mirror line x equal to 0, then we use y-axis mirror line. We use y-axis mirror line. So we have x equal to 0. This means you are using y-axis mirror line. Okay? Y-axis mirror line. So since we are using x equal to 0, we are using y-axis mirror line. So this is our mirror line now. This becomes our mirror line. Okay, this line is our mirror. So if this object is here and you put mirror here, what will happen? It will happen that you will see this object, you will see at this side. So this object will be showing here. This object will be showing here. When you show you see that it will be showing in this direction. So you draw the same image here. You see the same coordinates. You see the same coordinates. Okay? So now 1 and 1 will come here. 1 and 1 will come here. So the coordinates for this one, let's write them down. What are the coordinates for this one? It will be negative A is yours. Negative 1 and 1. Okay? Look at B2 and tell me. B2, you will see that it's what? X first and Y second. X first and Y second. Look at the distance. So this is the one. Look at counts from here. The Y with the meeting point is what? So that is 4. So 1 and what? Negative 1 and 4. Negative 1 and 4. Now look at C2. Look at C. You see that the coordinates for C, the meeting point, that is the meeting point, the X first before Y, X first before Y. So look at the meeting point. So count it from here to and look at the meeting point. It counts out negative 3. Okay, negative 3 and 1. Negative 3 and 1. So we are going to reflect this what? Image using the y-axis mirror line. Don't let the x equal to 0 confuse you, okay? As soon as you hear the word x equal to 0, know that it's y-axis mirror line. Y-axis mirror line. So we are going to use the same coordinate, right? So A is 1 and 1. Forget about the negative sign, okay? Just forget about negative sign. So we said this what? 1, 1. So we just write 1 and 1. And B, where is B? It's 1 and what? 4. So let's move 1x and then move to the 4 on Y. Good. 4 on Y and make a point there. And also look at C. Look at C. You see, it's 3, negative 3. Which I said forget about the negative sign, right? So it's 3. So let's move to 3. Come from here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. And check where is 1. Is 1. So we meet here. It's meeting here. So we write our C there. Okay, we write our C there. Now, all we have to do, you join your points. You join your points. So we just join the points. You join the points. Now we have transformed. Draw it straight. Make sure that you use a straight edge. Make sure you use a straight edge so that your line is very straight. Now we have transformed this image to this side. You see the reflection, the mirror line, the y-axis mirror line. Okay, you see the y-axis mirror line. Okay. So when I ask you to use y-axis mirror line, it's the same as x equal to 0. Use y-axis mirror line or x equal to 0. It's the same thing. As soon as you hear the word y-axis mirror line or y-axis alone, it means x is equal to 0. Then you can be able to transform this object to the other side. And when it's reflected on this side, we say it's what the image. We say it's what is the image. So here it becomes the B. Okay, is the image of it. Now, this same image, okay, this same object here, you can be asked to transfer it. You can be asked to transfer it to the other side or any other side using the mirror line given. So they will give you the mirror line that use this, use this, use this. So when you say use x-axis, use x-axis mirror line, then you have to make sure that you go straight to the x-axis and you put your mirror line there. Okay, so you put your mirror there and reflect the image. When you put the mirror there, the object will reflect. When it's reflecting, you see it at the other side of that line. Other side of that line. So this is our x-axis. This is our x-axis. You all know this is our x-axis. Okay. So since we say x-axis mirror line, we just come straight to this line. We come straight to this line. And then since this is our object, what do? We now transform the image, this object, to side using this mirror line. Or we reflect the object at this side because of the mirror line given to us. Okay, so you check the mirror line and make sure that you just reflect the object there. Okay, reflect the object. When you are reflecting the object, what you'll be seeing is the image. So we can also bring this one here using the x-axis mirror line. And when you say x-axis mirror line, it's the same as y equal to 0. It's the same as y equal to 0. So now using the coordinates, the same coordinates will be written in. So this one, a coordinate will be what? Will be equal to 1, 1. B coordinate will be 1 and what? 4. Okay. C coordinate, look at it. C coordinate will be 3 and 1. 3 and 1. So when you are using, you still use the same coordinate, just that some sign, the negative or positive will affect it. So you just forget about the sign. Forget about the sign and just use the same coordinate, okay? So now let's come this side. We are affecting this object here. You see the what? X-axis mirror line. You see which one? X-axis mirror line. And it's same as y equal to 0. It's same as y equal to 0. So now let's now use the coordinates and let's reflect the image here, the object here. Okay, what is it? A is 1, 1, right? So this is meeting point. B is negative 1 and 4, 1 and 4, 1 and 4. So where is R is 1, this is 1. Where is the 4? This is 4. This is the meeting point. Have you seen that? Now C is 3 and 1, 3 and 1. So let's come to 3. This is 3 on x-axis. And where is 1? This 1 on y-axis. So this is the meeting point. Now what do? We join the points. We join the points. So just join the points. Be able to reflect the image using the mirror line given. Using the what? The mirror line given. So now this image, I have used the mirror line x-axis. And this image, I have used the mirror line y-axis. Have you seen that? I've used the mirror line y-axis. Let's indicate it. This is become A. This is our B, and this is our C. Have you seen that? So I want you to study this carefully, okay? So that you use the mirror line given to reflect the image. Use the mirror line given to reflect the image, okay? Good. Yeah, we want to bring the lesson to an end. To bring the lesson to an end, what have we learned so far? We have learned how to what? To reflect image using the mirror line given. And we said, using the y-axis mirror line, you go straight to the y-axis and reflect the object. When you are using x-axis mirror line, the same as y equal to 0, then use the x-axis, then you reflect the image. Okay? Love you all, study hard. Goodbye.